everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about variables in Python programming. So let's get started. First, what is variable in Python? So a Python variable is a reserved memory location to store values. So a variable is created the moment you first assign a value to it. We don't even have to declare the type of variable. This is handled internally. So that's the benefit of Python. Let's understand this by an example. So suppose you have a variable a b c. So a is equal to 5, b is equal to 3.4, c is equal to hello. We call it assignment. In the next video you will learn about this. So when we assign a value in any entity, we call it variable. So these are a b c are variables, and this is the value, and value can be integer, float, and string. But in Java you have to declare that this is an integer. So int, then you have to use semicolon. So in Python they have removed int and semicolon and all. They make it more simpler. So it's very simple. There is no extra code. You just assign a value. It automatically handle internally that it's an integer or float or what. So it will identify that the value is integer or float or what else. So it's very make it easy, the code, and very helpful. Rules for variables, these are mandatory rules. Variable name must start with letters or underscore. A variable name cannot start with number. A variable name can only contains alphanumerical characters and underscores. You mean symbols you cannot use inside the variables. Numbers you can use, but not you cannot use in the starting. Rest of the things you can use. So variable names are case sensitive. Age, and age are three different variables. So you have to keep this in mind. Keywords cannot be used as an identifier of variable. So keywords if, else, you cannot use as a variable there. So these are the rules. Let's see some examples. So these are legal variables. Myvar, underscore var. Underscore you can use in the beginning or in the middle, and you can use capital letters, you can use numbers, but not in the starting. Anywhere. So this is wrong. Hyphen is wrong, or any symbol you use are wrong. Space is wrong. So these are illegal or invalid variables. These are valid variables. So what's the difference between identifiers and variables? So identifiers are variables, functions, classes, objects, modules. So these are all identifiers. So any entity which has name are called identifiers. In the previous video I explained about the identifiers. But variables are variables where we define integer value, float value, string value, etc. These are variables. But function name, class name, or any other object name, module name, these are not variables. So if suppose your function name is mango, this is identifier, we can say, but it's not a variable. So variables can be identifiers, but all identifiers cannot be variable. Okay, hope you got the point. So this is a single variable assignment. X is equal to 4, print x, print type. You can check of the variable, that what is the type of this variable. I will explain you on the machine as well. X is equal to Sally. This is 1 line code. You can check the type, data type. Variables value is temporary and can be changed. So the value is 4 now, but I change x is equal to Sally, so it will remove 4 and assign the value Sally, right? And also change the data type. So variables generally has the temporary value, you can change anytime. Multiple variable assignment. So many values to multiple variables, so a b c is equal to 1 2 3 and you can print it. So in Python you can do this, you can assign multiple values in multiple variables. We call it multiple variable assignment. And one more thing is extract the values into variables. So if I say a is equal to 1 2 3 and then I say b c d is equal to a, and you can print simply b c d like this. So this also can be possible in Python. Most of the language this is not possible. So you need to keep it in your mind that this kind of things are possible. It's very, very handy, simple, familiar. That's the, magic of Python. Type of variables, local versus global. So global variables means if a is equal to ll, and if I assign a function and print a, and then I print a outside the function, it will print both. Why? Because a is a by default global, because I assign the value outside the function. So if I use it, by default it's a global function and it will print both. But if I assign this value inside the function, then it will give you an error for the outer print. Why? Because this is assigned inside the function. So inside function you can call it, you can print it, but outside the function it will not work because it's a local variable. We assigned a value inside the function. So that's why we call it global variable, and here we call it local variable. So that's the simple difference between local variable and global variable. Convert local to global variables. So suppose you have c is equal to ll, you want to use outside, so you can simply use a keyword global. Global is c, no need to use equal to or something, just global c, global space c you have to use, and then it will work, right? You can see outside the outside printer print key is working. So you can call it outside the function. Global c is equal to 4, inside the function c is equal to 5, and I am printing globals function and c, and it's showing 4 not 5. Why? Because I use globals, global means this one global. So this is the another method to use global function, global variable. So you have to use global function and then square brackets and use your variable, and you can use it. So both values are 4. Why? Because I call it global. If I not use global and simply use c, it will print 5. So this is two methods if you want to convert local values to global variable. Okay, all right. So variable memory address, if you want to know, it's a little bit, we are going into deeper. Suppose s equal to 12, g is equal to h. So if I check id, the memory address, it will show you the same. Why? Because Python do this to optimize storage, and this will work for -5 to 256 only. If a value is integer and between -5 to 256, then it will work. Okay, so let's see one more example. K is equal to 256, L is equal to 256. K and L both are showing same address. And if I say a is equal to 42 and b is equal to 2 plus 40, so it will show you true because address is same. -6 if you will use, it will show you different because it's applicable -5 to 256. So it's also been asked a popular question, that id related questions they can ask in the interview, right? So you must know. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you need any help, you can ask questions in the comment box. So thank you.